Hi, Tim. Welcome to Netherton Foundry. Well, you can see we're in the works here. Okay, the very first press I bought, surrounded by pans here, as you can see. Now, I normally see you about once a year, and it's always in the same place. It's Abergavenny. We're both going to be there for the weekends. So
I love the place.
We both do. We love it. Now, I'm going there to sell pans. Tell me, why are you going?
Oh God, I've got a load on. I'm interviewing Jay Rayner about his book. I'll be doing that in the big theatre.
Yep.
I'm at the other end of the show. I'm interviewing George Egg in the big dome, which will be lovely. That should be a knockabout frenzy of craziness by the end of the weekend. There'll be plenty.
And when's that on?
That's on the Sunday. Last thing on the Sunday, I think. I shall be towards the end of the day. And in between that, I've got a Meet the Author with the absolutely lovely Alice Lascelles. I'm reading her Martini book, so that's going to be a huge drunken debauch. And then I'm promoting my own book as well. I'm going to do a steak demo of different ways to cook steaks, on which I'm definitely going to be using Netherton pans, by the way.
Right.
Although,
do you realise we're going to be right next door to you in the dome tent?
Oh,
we're next door to that, so
yes.
If you need a pan, come and shout, we'll come and find you.
I will do. I'll yell and fire a couple over. It'll be terrific.
So go on, let's go back again. So you're interviewing Jay. When are you doing that?
That should be on I think it's on the Saturday morning, I think. Yep. Then I've got.
Do you know where that's going to be?
That'll be in the big theatre at.
Big theatre, right?
I forget what it's called, but that one, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you're doing something on steak and martinis, aren't you?
Well, that's right. So, I mean, because Alice and I are from the same publisher, and so we've been chatting all the way through writing both books, because I think there's nothing better with a steak than a martini, and she thinks there's nothing better with a martini than a steak. So, and we get on really well. We're really good friends. We write for the same paper. So we just thought it would be a fun thing to do a couple of those things as two-handers. So wherever I am, she'll appear at some point and start shaking and handing out drinks, and I'll probably do the opposite.
Well, I think you're going to be doing that at about 12 o'clock on the Saturday in the library.
Yes.
And then you're going to do something similar with her at 2:30 in the market hall on Sunday.
That's right. So the martini, the one in the library is a kind of Meet the Author, and we're quite discreet, and we probably won't drink too much. And we'll be talking about our writing process as creatives. And the following day, we're going to slam out some meat and make some cocktails. And well, you know how debauched those things down in the market square can get.
I know, we love it down there.
Yeah, it's very knockabout and
yeah, the stage team on there always look after us brilliantly. We always have fun there.
They're so nice. They're absolutely so nice.
Well, I'll see you at 2:30. I'll be in the audience at 2:30 on Sunday.
Excellent.
Right. Okay. Last bit. No. I've got two questions here. Right. Tell me a bit about the book.
Oh, so I just got so excited about steaks and have been for years and years and years. And I thought it would be a good idea to write a book about steak, but for a long time I thought, we just don't need another sort of blokey thing about meat. And everybody wanted to have vat-grown meat, and everybody wanted to be vegan and plant-based. Then 2 years ago, my publisher said, actually, this is a great time, let's just do it. And it's everything about steak. I went out and I met lovely farmers and fantastic butchers and some really nice cows, and then we ate them. And it's lovely. It's a complete celebration of it. But also, it's not just the kind of manly, silly, throw things on the fire kind of cooking. It's also very much about my first restaurant experience was in a steakhouse, as I imagine it possibly was for you. You may have gone to a Burmy Inn like I did.
Oh, absolutely.
And I just love the democracy of it. So there's a lot of that around it as well, how it is weirdly, particularly the steakhouse, is a truly democratic eating place. And I travelled all over the world, got to go to see fantastic steaks in various places. And the lovely thing was to discover at the end of it that, you know what, we're the best in the bloody world at it. We really are.
Seriously?
Yeah. Everybody else is out there doing things. They've got amazing animals that they're playing Mozart to and rubbing them with beer and God knows what else, but they're corn feeding them and artificially fattening them and reducing their movement. And back here in England, we get some nice cows, we put them on a field, we let them eat grass, and we let them get quite old. And that is what produces absolutely the best beef ever. So by the end of it, I was more than enthused by our own beef production here.
Well, we're talking to you here. Netherton Foundry is surrounded on three sides by cows. We're on a farm here. Well,
I'll come and visit. I'll use
when's
that
the book out?
to steaks.
When's the book out?
It's been out since Father's Day. We put it out, but we're keeping going because it's selling so well. We're on our third printing. I think my
third already. Wow.
Yeah, my publisher was incredibly
publisher?
complicated in her decision to put out a book about meat, because at the moment I think it's the only book that you can buy for a bloke. It's really just sort of unbelievably apposite how it's come out at this point, when people are starting to question the sort of performative veganism and the whole thing about vat growing meat seems to have mercifully petered out. So yeah, it's a good time for us. It's good.
Good. And who's publishing the book?
Published by Quadrille.
Quadrille. Wonderful. Right. One last question.
Yep.
You were in iBay last week, the restaurant. We saw the review in the financial.
iBay. Yes, I was. Yeah.
Did you spot our pans in there?
I did. It was absolutely brilliant. And also there was somewhere else I spotted one of your pans as well. I had some fantastic.
We haven't been there yet. It's nice.
It's good. No, it's definitely worth the effort. There was somewhere else I went and I had Lita.
Oh.
Lita in Marylebone.
Oh, I didn't know they had our pans.
Incredibly posh, incredibly expensive. I'm just going through my expenses here now, and I honestly, I had hair before I checked my expenses. It's terrifying. But they do a kind of, if I call it a paella, Spanish people will stab me in the neck.
Yeah.
It wasn't, but it's kind of a dark rice thing cooked with little bits of squid and chicken and things in it with squid ink. So it's dark. And it came out to the table. And this is the ponciest, most expensive restaurant I've eaten in months. And it came out and it's in a Netherton pan. Like, yes, absolutely. So I even managed to name check the prospector, which is what it was in the review. So
you're always ahead of us, Tim. You always know what's good. You've always got your finger on the pulse.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Lovely.
I look forward to seeing you.
See you soon.
Bye now.